Let me be very honest with you. 2026 is coming, whether you are ready or not. Most people will enter 2026 with the same problems, the same income, the same excuses, and the same broken promises they made to themselves last year. They will say, "This year went too fast." No, you didn't go fast enough. You worked hard, yes, but you worked on the wrong things. You stayed busy, but you did not grow. And here is the painful truth. If nothing changes in how you think, how you learn, how you discipline yourself, then 2026 will not change your life. It will expose it. So today, I don't want to motivate you. Motivation disappears tomorrow morning. I want to wake you up, because the people who win in 2026 are not more talented, not more lucky. They simply decide earlier than everyone else. Most people don't like to hear this, but I must say it anyway. You are not stuck because you are unlucky. You are stuck because you are comfortable. Comfort is very dangerous. It feels warm, it feels safe, it tells you, relax, you still have time. But time is the one thing you do not have. Every year you say, next year will be different, and every year looks exactly the same. Same habits, same thinking, same fears, same results. You wake up, check your phone, react to life, and sleep again. You repeat this cycle for years, and then you wonder why nothing changes? Let me tell you something I learned very early. If you don't design your life, life will design you, and life is very lazy. It will give you the easiest path, not the right path. Many people work very hard, but they work very hard running in circles. They confuse movement with progress. They are busy all day, but busy doing things that do not build the future. And when they fail, they blame the economy, their family, their education, their age. But deep inside, they know the truth. They were afraid to change, afraid to look stupid, afraid to start small, afraid to fail publicly. So they choose comfort, and comfort slowly kills their dreams. Not in one day, not in 1 year. Slowly, quietly, until one day they wake up and say, "I wasted my life." If you want 2026 to change your life, you must first be brave enough to admit this. The problem is not outside. The problem is the version of you that keeps choosing easy over meaningful. There are two types of people in this world. One group loves to talk. The other group loves to prepare. The first group has big dreams, big plans, big words. They talk about business ideas, success, money, freedom. They watch motivational videos and feel excited for 1 hour. Then they go back to the same routine. The second group is very quiet. They don't talk much. They don't show off. They don't need approval. They are building when nobody is watching. They are learning when others are sleeping. They are failing when others are scrolling. Let me tell you something important. Dreamers love the destination, but builders fall in love with the process. Builders don't wait for confidence. They move without it. They don't wait for perfect timing. They create timing. When I was rejected again and again, people laughed at me. They said, "You are not smart enough. You are not technical. You will never succeed." They were right about one thing. I was not smart. But I was persistent. And persistence beats talent in the long run. Vision without action is just fantasy. Action without learning is just noise. You need both. If you want 2026 to be different, stop announcing your goals. Stop seeking validation. Start building quietly. Because the world does not reward intention. It rewards results. Let me ask you a very uncomfortable question. If nothing changes, where will you be at the end of 2026? Same income? Same skills? Same mindset? Same complaints? Time is not free. Time is the most expensive thing you own. You can earn money again. You can rebuild relationships. But you can never buy back 1 year of your life. Every year you delay, the price becomes higher. When you are young, failure costs time. When you are older, failure costs regret. Most people think failure is the worst thing. No, regret is worse. Failure teaches you something, regret teaches you nothing except pain. Imagine looking back 1 year from now and realizing you did nothing differently. Same Netflix, same social media, same excuses, same fear. That pain will hurt more than any hard work you avoid today. Staying the same has a cost, but nobody calculates it. You pay with your potential. You pay with your confidence. You pay with your self-respect. And slowly, you start to believe a lie, that this is all life has to offer. It is not. But you must choose to change. Nobody will push you. Nobody will save you. The world does not care about your comfort. It only responds to value. And if you don't increase your value, 2026 will not reward you. People always ask me, should I get another degree, another certificate? I tell them the same thing. Education is important, but skills are everything. The market does not pay you for how hard you try. It pays you for how useful you are. In the future, nobody will ask where you studied. They will ask what you can do. Can you solve problems? Can you create value? Can you adapt quickly? Most people waste years learning things that don't matter anymore. They learn to pass exams, not to survive reality. If you want 2026 to change your life, you must become obsessed with learning real skills. Skills that people are willing to pay for. Skills that make you difficult to replace. And let me be clear, learning is not watching videos and feeling inspired. Learning is uncomfortable. Learning is confusing. Learning makes you feel stupid, but that feeling is growth. Every day you must ask yourself, am I more valuable than yesterday? If the answer is no, then motivation will not save you. Only discipline will. Learn a little every day. Improve a little every day. Small progress looks invisible, but it compounds faster than you think. Many people wait for motivation. They say, when I feel motivated, I will start. Let me tell you the truth. Motivation is like a guest. It comes and goes. Discipline is like a system. It stays. Successful people are not always excited. They are committed. They do the boring things even when they don't feel like it. They wake up early when it's dark. They work when nobody claps. They repeat simple actions every day until those actions change their life. Most people want inspiration, but they avoid structure. They want results, but they avoid routine. That is why they stay stuck. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect. It is you telling yourself, my future matters more than my mood. In 2026, the gap between people will not be intelligence. It will be discipline. The ones who can control themselves will control their future. The ones who cannot will blame the world. Choose which side you want to be on. Life will always give you a choice, short-term pleasure or long-term growth. Comfort today or pride tomorrow. Netflix or learning. Sleep or discipline. Distraction or focus. Nobody sees these choices, but they decide everything. Every successful person you admire chose long-term pain over short-term pleasure. They said no when others said yes. They stayed home when others went out. They worked when others relaxed. And yes, it felt lonely. Yes, it felt unfair. But that sacrifice created freedom later. Pain is unavoidable. The question is only when you want to feel it. Now, through discipline, or later, through regret. If you want 2026 to change your life, you must be willing to disappoint people today to avoid disappointing yourself forever. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. If you stay around people who complain, you will complain. If you stay around people who fear change, you will fear change. If you stay around people who waste time, you will waste time. Some people are not bad, but they are not going where you want to go. And that is very important to understand. Growth often feels lonely. When you change, people around you feel uncomfortable. They may mock you. They may doubt you. They may try to pull you back. Not because they hate you, but because your growth reminds them of what they are avoiding. Sometimes, to grow, you must walk alone. That is not arrogance. That is courage. You don't need to announce your distance. Just quietly build your future. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. I failed many times, more than you can imagine. Rejection taught me humility. Failure taught me learning speed. The world is not fair, but it is very honest. It gives feedback quickly. If something does not work, adjust. If you fall, stand up faster. What matters is not how many times you fail, but how quickly you recover. In 2026, the winners will not be the people who never fail. They will be the people who fail, learn, and move forward without losing belief. So let me make this very simple. If you want 2026 to be life-changing, you need a personal blueprint. Stop doing what wastes time. Start doing what builds value. Choose one skill and go deep. Build one habit and protect it. Face one fear and defeat it. You don't need to change everything. You just need to change the right things consistently. Success is not dramatic. It is quiet. It is boring. It is daily, but it works. 2026 is coming. It does not care about your excuses. It does not care about your past. It will arrive, and it will show you the result of your daily choices. 1 year from now, you will either thank yourself or regret that you didn't start today. Decide now, act now, and make sure that when 2026 arrives, it meets a version of you it cannot ignore. Look at me for a moment. Pause. Not at the screen, but at your future. Slow pause. 1 year from now, you will sit somewhere, maybe alone, maybe tired, and you will remember this moment. Pause. And you will ask yourself one simple question. Did I do what I promised myself today? Because time will move forward whether you move or not. Beat. 2026 will arrive quietly. No announcement. No warning. And when it comes, it will not ask you how hard your life was. It will only show you the result of your discipline. Pause. If you stay the same, life will stay the same. If you change, life has no choice but to follow. Long pause. Nobody is coming to save you. No perfect moment is coming. No miracle is coming. Beat. But you are here. You are breathing. You still have time. Pause. That is your miracle. So decide today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Decide to learn when it is uncomfortable. Decide to work when it is lonely. Decide to grow when it is painful. Pause. Because pain with purpose is progress. And comfort without purpose is a slow death. Long pause. When 2026 arrives, let it meet a version of you that worked in silence, failed forward, and refused to quit. Beat. Let your results speak so loudly that your past excuses feel embarrassed. Final pause. Start now. Stay disciplined. And make 2026 the year your life finally listens to you.